Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Sonic Multiverse. I'm ComicFan13, and today we're going to be continuing the story of What If Sonic Died. Without further ado, let's get started. The Tornado 2 soared through the air, en route to Angel Island. Its two-tailed pilot had received a message from Dr. Eggman, stating that he would conquer the world in 3 days. And to put a stop to his evil plans, Tails needed the help of Knuckles the Echidna. Although he had his hesitations about leaving the Master Emerald unguarded, Knuckles ultimately decided to help Tails. The pair quickly rocketed off of the flying island and headed off to stop Dr. Eggman. Elsewhere, Shadow and Rouge break into an Eggman base. This is the latest in a long line of bases they had destroyed trying to find the Doctor. Alright, Rouge. Hack into the main computer. Search for anything about the Doctor's whereabouts. I'll search the base and make sure he didn't leave any surprises for us. Whatever you say, handsome. The White Bat walked up to the main computer terminal and began accessing the files. Suddenly, her ears twitched as she heard a large clanking noise coming from behind her. She turned back to see a large, menacing machine staring at her with blood-red eyes. Targets locked. Obliterate. The machine began firing in all directions. Shadow appeared from his namesake, pushing Rouge aside and saving her from a barrage of bullets. Shadow began to fight back against the walking arsenal. However, Rouge could hear over the gunfire, noting that Omega wasn't aiming at Shadow, but at the Eggman technology behind him. Realizing what was going on, Rouge put an end to the chaos. Now finally having a chance to talk, the three began explaining their motivations. Shadow and Rouge wanted to find Dr. Eggman to bring him to justice, and to take whatever treasures he may have, and Omega was meant to be Eggman's greatest weapon. However, as of a few weeks ago, the Doctor had seemingly abandoned Omega. Feeling betrayed, the Walking Arsenal wanted revenge against its creator. Realizing that they all had a common enemy in the Doctor, they joined forces and became Team Dark. Meanwhile, Amy met up with Big and Cream at the warm and tropical beach zone. The pair confirmed to Amy that Froggy and Chocola had gone missing. Amy showed them the newspaper. They were just as shocked as Amy to see the seemingly deceased Sonic the Hedgehog stealing their pets. However, despite the shock, they needed to get to the bottom of this. So with no time to lose, Team Rose set off to get to the bottom of this case. Speaking of case, Team Chaotix is also out there somewhere. Yeah, they're not really affected by Sonic being dead, but thought I should mention them. After racing through the Ocean Palace, Tails and Knuckles found the Egg Hawk, being piloted by Dr. Eggman. Tails remained in the Tornado 2, while Knuckles leaped out, ready to fight the Doctor hand-to-hand. So, you've made it this far. Gotta be honest, wasn't expecting that. Not after what happened to your blue savior. I assumed you two would just fall apart without him. The madman grinned at the heroes, clearly edging them on. Knuckles gritted his teeth. Give me a few seconds and I'll show you who falls apart, Eggman. Sonic might not be here, but we're still gonna put an end to your plans. With that, Miles quickly pressed a button, transforming the tornado into its battle mode. So, you wish to battle me with your little toys? Very well. Prepare yourself. The Egg Hawk suddenly blasted backwards, sending rockets firing out towards the tornado. Although it took some quick thinking and evasive maneuvers on Miles' part, he was easily able to dodge the blasts and return them with equal fire. The Cyclone weaved in and out of Eggman's attacks, taking out his turrets. And then Knuckles leaped onto the Egg Hawk itself, wrecking its armor. As the Egg Hawk began to combust, Eggman cursed these turns of events. This isn't the end! With that, the Doctor escaped in the Eggmobile. As the heroes celebrated their victory, they were unknowingly watched by the Doctor from a distance. However, the villain had transformed into his true state. Big surprise, it's Neo Metal Sonic. Yeah, I'm not even gonna pretend like you guys didn't see that coming.
Lifeform data partially copied. More data required.
From there, Neo Metal Sonic would continue his plot, setting the stage so that the heroes would come to stop the plans of Dr. Eggman so that he could collect their power. Before long, Tails and Knuckles make their way to Grand Metropolis, where they run into Team Rose. Tails questions Amy on what she's doing here, so far away from her home. The pink hedgehog energetically responds that there is a chance Sonic might be alive. She proceeds to show the pair the newspaper, exclaiming that if Sonic is out there, she'll find him. Tails was ecstatic at the prospect that his best friend might still be out there somewhere. Knuckles, however, was a bit more skeptical. Although he would love to be proven wrong, he didn't think anyone could survive that kind of fall. The Fox and the Echidna chase Eggman to Casino Park. Despite the colorful lights, loud noises, and addicting gambling games, Tails can't get the thought of Sonic out of his head. Eventually, Tails and Knuckles find Eggman at the heart of the casino. Knuckles squares up, prepared to fight Eggman once more, but Tails has a different response.
Eggman, what happened to Sonic?
Huh? What are you blabbering on about? I thought he was dead, but Amy showed me a picture of him with Froggy and Chocola. Did you have something to do with this? Do you know what happened to him? The Fox was clearly getting emotional at this point. Neo, still disguised as Eggman, put two and two together. He had disguised himself as Sonic so that he could enter the Chow Garden and steal Froggy and Chocola. He had used Sonic's form so that he could get into his section of the Chow Garden, but he hadn't known he had been spotted. Neo quickly came up with a response.
So what if I know what happened to your spiky blue friend? You'll never live to see him again.
Believing the madman's lie, the heroes were in shock. This confirmed to them what Amy had said. Sonic was alive.
Oh, but don't worry. When I return to the fleet, I'll make sure Sonic knows you said hello.
With that, the Doctor rocketed away, with Tails and Knuckles in hot pursuit. The pair tracked down Eggman to Rail Canyon and defeated him once more. However, when they inspected Dr. Eggman, they discovered that it was simply a dummy. Of course, this was all a distraction, a way to allow the madman to launch the Egg Fleet uninterrupted. Or at least that's how it seemed. As Knuckles and Tails ran off to follow the fleet, the Eggman dummy began to morph into Neo Metal Sonic.
All lifeform data has been copied.
As they follow the fleet to the Frog Forest, Knuckles and Tails run into Team Dark. Despite initial hostilities, mostly from Rouge and Omega, Knuckles and Tails tell the group about everything going on. About the Eggman fleet, about Sonic, everything. Rouge, and particularly Shadow, were hesitant to believe that Sonic was still alive, and Omega explained that he hadn't heard anything about him through the Eggnet. However, Shadow expressed that he would look into it. After all, Sonic saved his life, so if there's a chance he could return the favor, he will. Before leaving the forest, Knuckles and Tails come across a Chaos Emerald. From here, the last few acts play out similarly to the original game. Tails and Knuckles make their way onto the Egg Fleet and defeat the Egg Emperor. Team Rose arrive and retrieve their lost pets. They're so overjoyed to have them back that they hardly notice the Eggman robot dissipate into a liquid metal and slip away. As the groups begin to congratulate one another, Cream takes note of something in the distance.
Is that Mr. Sonic over there?
The young rabbit was right. Sonic was alive. He stood silently alone on the other side of the ship. Without a second thought, Amy runs out of the group, dashing towards the one she loves.
Sonic, I missed you so much.
Amy bawls as she attempts to grab Sonic, but when she does, he turns into a liquid metal, transforming into his true form.
Your affection is misplaced, Ms. Rose, but your assessment is accurate. I am the real Sonic, now and forever.
And this is where we're leaving this what if for right now. Yeah, I hate leaving out a cliffhanger, but don't worry, the next what if will be the finale to the Sonic Heroes arc. I just wanted to give it its own episode so it isn't just tacked on to the end of this one. So, hopefully, I'll see you again soon. I'm ComFan13. I hope you have a good day.